Meow. Meow. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Triple Crown. And we've got Rico from big state of New York, the Grandmaster. He's come in to join us on this one. We wish you were here, Rico. Everybody really does.
I'm
You're
sure
so
not
cool.
everybody, but yeah, I'm dying not being there. It's killing me not being there. I was supposed to be there. I had tickets. I had everything set up, and I just couldn't do it, and it's killing me.
Well, tonight we're doing a fish versus fish, and it's crazy because I was surrounded in like 50 YouTubers that I was going to ask one random one each, and they all left to go to an auction.
Well, they heard I was coming up on the stream, so they wouldn't take off.
Well, what we're going to do is you score every fish individually between 1 and 10. And I'm going to have the audience score here too. So we're going to randomly select one of the people. And I can't see any of the chat because I've got the video stuff. So what I'll do is I'll say 4. And then Rico will see who the fourth person was that said what their opinion for that number. And then we'll write that down as the audience score. How's that work, Rico?
I think I understand now. What's the criteria though? What are we? So is our favorite fish? What's the whole?
Let's just use guppy for an example. So you're going to see this. This is just an example.
Okay.
Oh,
Very quick. There we go. Okay.
Guppies. So now what we'll do is you rate what you feel that the guppy is, in your opinion, for the fish hobby. So, like, I would say it's a pretty big staple of the fish hobby. I would give a guppy a solid 9, but let's say
10 is the top. 10 is the best.
Yes. But let's say I hit goldfish. I don't know. It's a great fish that gets kids in. I don't know. They're pretty, they're cute, but they're poop machines. So what we're going to do is we've got 3 rainbows, 3 killies, 3 cichlids, and 3 live bears. Nobody but me knows what I've picked for those 3. So we have to rate them. And we're only going to draw 10 of the 12. So somebody is going to get a lower score just because their fish don't get picked. Crazy, huh? It's terrible. I'm looking over here at Rico. I don't know how to move.
And Zenny said you don't have to. Zenny said you don't have to lean into the mic if it's uncomfortable because we can hear you okay.
Oh, you can hear me fine from here,
right? I can hear you great.
We've got our first person that's going to weigh in, and this is Sam Scales, the amazing artist. And so we don't have James's score for this one, but
hey,
Sam,
hey, how are you?
Is going to pick the first fish of the night.
Grab anyone.
Just one. Yep.
All right. Now do I open it?
Hopefully you can read my writing.
I don't know. I think it's written upside down, so I can't see it.
Wait, don't say what it is.
Okay.
Because I spent like 4 hours today. The Oscar.
Dun, dun, dun.
So now we have to rate. How does the Oscar affect our score in the community of cichlids?
Okay.
And you got a 1 to 10. It doesn't go to, you don't base that on any other. Just what do you feel that you find the Oscar? Do you know Rico, Stan?
Yeah, I know Rico. Yeah.
Have you ever done a focus on?
I didn't think you knew me.
Oh, I know who you are.
Have you ever done a focus on?
No, I have not.
Oh, Rico.
Okay. There we go.
He hasn't done a focus on.
Well, we'll talk at the Keystone Clash.
Okay. Okay. So the Oscar is an awesome water puppy. They eat just about everything. They will eat each other if they get mad,
If they can fit in their mouth.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say eat, but they like to kill or hurt each other when they get into mating season, which is kind of a drag. So that might pull it down a little bit, but maybe that's all cichlids. Maybe that's why I'm not a cichlid guy.
Well, there's a variable that changes that, and this I've observed this over at Ohio Fish Rescue and some tanks that I've serviced, and including my last shop. If you put them in a big enough tank, their behavior totally changes, and the rate scale goes way up. Because then you can keep them with fish as small as like little convicts, and they don't even chase them around or nothing. They don't bother. I've seen them with discus. I'm not kidding.
That's awesome.
And as long as the tank's big enough, they don't bully anything around. As long as they can get around them.
Well, that's awesome. So, Sam, what do you? Oh, wait, Rico, do you want to weigh in on the Oscar?
I've never kept Oscars, but I've heard enough about them, and I'm going to rate them pretty highly because of their standing in the community and just in the hobby in general. I'm going to give them an 8. I believe
And
they're an
just
8.
to be clear, I tried to pick 3 of each fish that's very highly rated in the community.
Okay, so
that's
we're
why I
gonna
picked
see
an
is-
Oscar.
Okay,
And because Kenny E was really mad I didn't have Oscars in the last one.
okay.
So-
And I just like to say, June, I'm sorry that I didn't put them at 10 because only Oscars was one of the first people, and she said 10, and her name's only Oscars.
So I give my rating now.
Yep.
All right, and I'll also add a little tidbit about Oscars. So, just recently they rediscovered, or not rediscovered, but they discovered that one of the Oscar species is actually a new species.
Is that the Florida one?
No, I don't know what they're calling it.
Well, there's one in Florida that it's like changing to the environment.
Right.
So instead of rounded fins, it's getting more pointy. And
So
stuff.
I've seen that. Yeah,
And they're
changing
really
definitely.
cool. I want to try to catch one of those.
So this Oscar right now, it was studied by a friend of mine named Ivan Nikolji, and he noticed that there were some differences, and some other ichthyologists down there in Bolivia also noticed that there was differences with this specific Oscar, and so it was just recently given a name, Astronautus Nikolji.
Oh, that's a pretty cool name.
Right. So
Very
I don't know what we're going to call it as a common name, but I'm going to paint this
Astros.
fish for him, for Ivan. And I'm very proud of him.
Well, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's gonna be a
I'm going to
thrill.
go higher, and I'm going to rate the Oscar a 9.
Oh, it's
No.
on.
Oh, I'm
It's
putting
on,
in the
Sam
wrong-
Scales. It's on.
It's on.
Okay, what did Rico score it?
An 8.
An 8.
Now, and that's got to be a huge. I mean, imagine how proud you'll be to have a fish named after you. I mean, just
I know, right?
I've always liked Oscars, but I've never had one, so I'm going to give it a 7 because they're just too darn big. Oh, from the peanut gallery, they do have another benefit. They taste delicious. Florida just made them a game fish. Yeah, so you can now go to Florida, catch them, and eat them. One of my buddies from Tennessee went down there, and he was bummed out that they made him a game fish because he caught like 35. There was no limit because when they're invasive, you can catch as many as you want.
Right.
But now there's like a cap.
Now they're managing it as a sport fish. So.
Okay, so because of the deliciousness, I'm going to give them an 8.
I heard June screaming. Only Oscar says, "I'm out." I can hear him screaming from here.
And then, so since James is still in the bathroom, I'm going to take 2 from the crowd.
Okay.
And how about we go with who is the second person?
The second person I see would be Craig Doniger. And again, this is the second one that I see, people. Sometimes there's lag there. But the second one I see is Craig Doniger with a big 10, he says.
Whoa. Okay. And then who was the 5th person?
That would be Audra Meyer with a 5.
Oh.
What an insult to Oscars.
So, oh boy, this is going to be a lot more math than last time. 16, 21, 30,
This could be a
40
while.
point. The Oscar scores a 40. Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you, Sam. You're awesome.
Thank you, man. And this is I just want to let you guys know this. Come over here. This is my friend Dave from Ohio. He came down from Ohio.
Awesome.
He has a fish store called Something Fishy.
Dave, you want to pull a fish? Sam can help talk about it if you want. It's up to you.
Something fishy.
So you want a fish store?
Yeah.
Awesome.
31 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
And Ohio.
Cleveland, Ohio. Yep.
Okay. Well, I live in Dayton,
Dayton.
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee.
It's like a suburb of Chattanooga.
Cleveland.
Get to pick one out.
He said Cleveland, people. Cleveland.
And don't say it.
Angelfish.
Oh, angelfish. It's and that was an old one. Where are my angelfish? Oh, angelfish. Angelfish.
I love
Okay,
the
boy,
voiceover.
cichlids are looking
good.
good because two of them aren't going to be called, and they've got two of their three cichlids are going to be rated right off the bat. I like angels.
Yes.
They're a great community. Well, not necessarily toys.
Semi-community.
Yeah, semi-community. They're pretty. They can be a showcase fish in your tank. They're semi-easy to breed for when you're getting. I mean, they're not like an African cichlid or something, but
I used to breed and show angels, so I kind of angels. You can get overwhelmed. It's a hard-time job. I tell people if you want to breed angels, you need 5 tanks for one pair of angels.
yeah, I
'Cause
believe
they
it.
produce every 7 days. I had 300 easy from one pair, so they could tie up a lot of real estate. So, and then feeding them fry and all that stuff, and then you got to be able to move the fry, find homes for those fry, and back in the day you had a lot of mom and pop shops trade them in. So,
Yeah,
unless you sell online or ship or find a store that will take them trade in. So, that's how I take angels from customers that breed them and stuff like bring them to get their fish food, frozen brine and stuff like that. So, angels is a staple for 70 years, 80 years. So,
awesome. Well, what would you give them?
as being like 1 to 10, 10
1 to 10?
high,
Yep.
as like
And it's not rated against anything else, just rated by that fish.
10.
Nice. And
Yeah, they have more dominance in the hobby.
oh, there was some
long.
incredible beautiful ones just today.
I ship them from other Asia countries. I had like the green Bulgarian green points. I just got blue platinums. There's so many color variations of angels now.
Did you see the angel?
Ghost and
Do you have anything
Yep,
like that?
yep. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
have
gosh, that's an
cloud
awesome.
blues, smoky blues, Noi blues. I get angels from Asia. I've had red caps.
Now, can people order these from you, or do they have to go to your shop? Or
Go to shop. I don't ship. I just don't have time, the manpower.
well, give us the name of your shop and where it's at.
It's somethingfishy.net. It's in Cleveland, Ohio. I've been in business. June was 31 years. In industry, I've been in industry for 38 years. So the hobby is for life. Been to Amazon, been to Africa twice diving. Yeah, I'm a lifer. African cichlids has always been my favorite. Protosas, the bump heads, man.
Yeah, they're cool.
So, but I've done just about everything you can think of. Yep.
Awesome. Well, let's hear what Rico says. What are you giving it, a Rico?
I don't know because I do see how popular they are in the hobby. Can you hear me? Okay. Do I need to be louder? You both are leaning forward.
You're doing good.
Okay. I see how popular they are in the hobby. You said something there that really is going to tell you what my rating is going to be. They're semi-community. I love community tanks. I'm going to give them a 6.
Oh, a 6?
A 6 for angels. I have not kept angels since I was a kid. I don't really.
Okay.
They're beautiful, but I don't care for them.
We've all heard my story about Gary Lang. The first time I met him, he was talking about rainbows, and I was wanting him to talk about angelfish. So my first club meeting. So I love the angels. I'm going to give them a 9, just because I don't breed them anymore. So I'm going to go with a 9. And you know what? James is here. Hey, James, can we get you to come up and give you a score? Thank you so much.
Hey, nice to meet you, sir.
Well, we're going to be going through.
Did you get
Degenerate, you're next.
Sam? Did you get Sam yet?
Can we get a
Okay.
Can we get another chair? We got the degenerate. He doesn't get to vote on the angel.
Pull up a thumb.
Oh,
Oh, come on. No, yeah, I'm definitely
New depths.
well,
he's
still-
always going to be.
Sorry.
I'm a little
Thank
wet.
you so much.
I'm a
Rico,
little
take care.
moist. Where's the
Okay.
camera? There's the camera.
There's the camera.
What's up, folks?
And okay, so yeah. You want to pull in a chair
I
or
didn't
just
hog the shot. I'm good. I'm
Oh.
just sitting.
okay? So James, what would you
Rico,
rate
what's up?
an angelfish between 1 and 10? And James has angels.
So I have to ask, what's the rating based upon?
Your opinion of that fish?
Just what I think of it overall.
That fish. It
Easy
doesn't
enough.
go against any other fish. If you go into a fish store, and I know you,
You know me.
he will go and see, ooh, those two look like a pair. And then he buys them.
Yeah.
Bam.
So I have to give them an 8.
An 8.
Here's why. And you all that have seen me before know my grading system. I give them a 10, but they get a 2-point deduction. They get a 1-point deduction because they can be such pains in the backside when it comes to getting them to stop eating their eggs.
Yeah.
And
Night
then
lights.
just the fact that they are as aggressive as they are with a name that's indicative of being a friendly fish. It's an angelfish. No, it's a bully fish.
Yeah.
But they're great fish. I think
It's
they're
a
good.
cichlid.
Yeah, exactly. They're good beginner fish if you know what you're getting into. They're hardy. They are easy to breed. Although you do sometimes get those fish that are just not able to figure it out the first couple times, or in my case, I've had some that a dozen times we're going to eat all the eggs, even when you try all the tricks to get them not to. But overall, I think they're a great addition to a lot of different community tanks. Those of you all that know me have seen that, I've even had them in the community tanks, glowfish, which some people have lose their mind about, but they're beautiful fish. And I'll give them an 8 with those 2 deductions. So,
Okay. So now we need the crowd's opinion. And have you seen anybody post any numbers?
Oh yeah, a whole bunch. But it was a little confusing because it jumped on me. So I think that spoiled sushi might have been
Who's the
number
last
one.
person to rate it?
The last person. Well, I'm going to just go with this range that I have here because if we say the last person, somebody just now is putting in a number.
9.
And
That's
Well,
what I'm
I
saying.
see a 7. I see the
beautiful.
last person from the original batch of voting is Johnny.
Last person to the original.
Sorry, that's cool.
Okay, 7. And who was that?
7. That was Johnny from Dan's Fish.
Oh, awesome. Johnny from Dan's Fish?
Yes.
Maybe we'll get Dan to come in and weigh in on a fish.
Yeah. Make his boss come in here and lay down the smack. Lay down the smack? I don't think that's what I meant to say. We don't want Dan laying down the smack.
Oh, Angels are at a 40. What are the odds? Those cichlids are coming in good. So now,
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's
Jason.
don't nobody vote until he asked you to give your numbers. It'll just make it way easier. I won't have to scroll through and try and figure out which part's which. And so hold off on voting on the next fish until he asks for them, please.
and this is coming from the Kansas City Chief hat.
Ooh, this is, oh man, I'm honored.
Are your fingers
Sir,
burning,
ma'am, I-
Jason?
Yeah, don't say it right away so I can pop it and be a
Okay,
surprise.
cool.
Oh, you got a really neat one.
Do I get to see a picture? Because I don't even know if I
Yes.
know what this is.
Get ready, here it comes.
Oh boy.
He got a
Here's the picture coming. Cool.
red tail
Ooh,
nodho.
Notho?
Navajo.
Okay,
Alright, cool.
I don't know a lot about the killifish,
Okay.
but this one was really pretty, so that's why I picked it.
Hey, I'm going with that because it is an awesome looking fish from that picture for sure.
It is, and it's a saltwater fish, which is kind of cool. So it likes to be in 6 to 6.5 pH. They like temperatures of 7 to
Everybody's-
80. 70 to
Everybody's
80.
voting.
You know,
That's pretty big.
Don't
Yeah.
vote yet
Maybe
until
we
he
can do
asks
that
for
without a
your
heater.
vote.
they lay eggs easy and peat.
Hold on. Ed, hold on. Don't vote yet until he asks for the vote, please. Just hold off.
It's like herding
Don't
cats. man.
vote
You
until
never
he
know.
asks for it.
I would love to try to herd cats, and they live 1 to 2 years. They like to lay their eggs in peat. They're kind of a standard killie, but they're really pretty, and that's why we put them on here.
So they're kind of basic, like beginner killie or
They're a standard. They're kind of like
standard killie.
they're like kind of the bread and butter.
All right, cool.
of the Kelly community.
Well, it was a stunning
they
looking
aren't
fish, and I
annual.
don't know a whole lot about killies, so I'm going with an 8.
Okay, and I can pop the picture again for the people. Did you need to see it, Rico?
No, but I wondered, these are definitely not the annual killifish, right? They're the you said they live a year to 2 years, correct?
Yeah, 1 to 2. Uh-oh. Kenny Danikin just got some fish. But they are a pretty fish. So I'm going to give them, because I have never seen them in person or thought about them until yesterday, a 5.
Oh man, now I feel like I kind of overrated them, man. But
Let's go.
Jennifer Weaver said they are indeed annuals.
So, Jason, what'd you give it?
all right. Can I drop it down a notch? Oh wait, what I say? I said originally 8, but now they're annual, so I'm gonna go with let's go with like a 7.
Yeah, that 1 to 2 years is probably like you're lucky to get an extra piece of a season.
That might even
for their
drop them down
second.
to a 6, but I'll stay with 7 just because they look phenomenal.
What did I give them?
5. I think it was 5.
I mean, they'd be really pretty to try.
Oh, they're
But
definitely
I
cool.
hate fish that die so quick.
I know,
But it's
man.
kind of the killy way.
and you got to keep chasing it. Yeah, exactly.
They should be called the deathies instead of the killies.
Well, maybe it's they're killing themselves.
Okay, Rico, what are you saying for this red-tailed knot-hoe?
Oh man, the fact that they are annual
Otto?
killifish, I'm going to give it a 5 as well.
5?
I think that just adds to it. If it was not the annuals, I probably would rate it much higher. But the annual part of it, just personally, it's just so much more work. And you know how
Yeah.
lazy I am. Okay, do you want them
But
to
that
start
might be the
voting
fun
now?
of it.
Yeah,
Dude,
maybe. Man.
Can they
Some guys
start
really
voting
do it.
because they're going crazy? I can hear people like chomping and
Okay,
stopping.
so go.
Go put in your votes. What would you rate this annual killifish?
And James is in a conversation, so let's let him keep talking and we'll take 2. Or you want to weigh in on it, James? Okay,
Was that a number
James is
1?
going to give his opinion, but before we do anything, let's get the audience. Let's go with so far 5. Let's go with number 5.
So let's see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be Cat House. Oh no,
Cat
didn't-
House.
No, Cat House didn't actually vote. He just
Oh.
wrote go. So
He
5
voted
would be-
no.
no, he just put go. So Bird Garden,
No,
our buddy
no.
Rack, would be number 5, and he rates them a 4.
A 4. It's
feel like
not
you're getting a bad
looking
rap,
good.
man.
Well, the Killy Club, maybe they'll get some love somewhere else.
But they need
I really want
software.
killies.
I mean,
I do. I want killies, but I'm not going to do the annuals for the first ones. I'm going to go with, like the
Well,
Blue
that's-
Polaris or something
That's
like
part of the love of the Killy thing. Well, do you know what we're looking at?
I know.
Oh, we're doing the red
It's not a
tail,
hoe.
not hoe.
Oh, that one.
no,
Um,
no.
I mean, I've got to give that. I'm going to go with an 8.
Ooh.
I would go with a 9, but I don't know.
They're
If you want to, yeah. Oh, we'll see. There you go. That's another one of those kind of take down a deduction
Yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Well,
I've already added it.
they're absolutely beautiful. I heard you talk about the soft water. That can be kind of difficult for a lot of people because I tend to find that the majority of people I talk to are on the harder side with their water source versus the softer side. I don't find nearly as many people buffering up.
Don't mind.
So
Want to be next?
that can also bring in either you're purchasing from your local store or you're finding
Cool.
like PMOS and
Melanie, do you want
finding
me one?
ways to buffer it down that way, or you're buying an RO system.
Rainbows.
So those can present some challenges to a new hobbyist that could deter them or cause them issues that make them get out of the hobby altogether. So,
Yeah,
I have
they're
to,
probably not a new hobbyist kind
Yeah,
of fish,
yeah.
honestly. Yeah,
I have to.
they're gorgeous. Like Ed showed me pictures when he was trying to pick fish, and I was like, "We need that one on there. That's a beautiful fish." I'm gonna give you your thing back. So
Awesome.
I have to share one vote with you because I loved it. Finn Wiggle said she rated it a 1 because that's how many days before it jumps out of her tank.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fair. That's really fair.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you, Jason.
Well, thank you for having me, sir.
You're awesome.
Thanks, guys. Peace.
And I hope the sub and you guys, if you haven't subbed to him, he's amazing and awesome. And I'm sure gave a shout out in there. Okay, so now Bentley, we've got Bentley coming up, and we're going to see what he does. And guys, so far we've gone through 3, so we got to start trucking through these. We got a half hour to get through the next 7, so we'll just talk real fast. Just pretend like it. Awesome. Now we go.
You're my boy, Blue. Bentley's ignoring me.
Oh, this is the best fish on the list.
Oh, how did that happen?
Bosemani.
How did that happen?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a
thank
12.
A 12. So Bentley's, well, the best we can do is a 10.
11 then. This one goes
Okay,
to 11.
We're going to give him 11, and then I'll just subtract 1 from James.
Just give him 11.
No,
You want to
that's
do
so
that?
fitting.
Yeah.
James is going to give it, and due to time restraints. So I'm going to give Bentley is getting a 20.
Do we need a justification? Do I have to justify my inflated score? What do I need? What do you want? What do you want?
Give us basic facts of a bosemani in 2 minutes.
Okay. Light mineral content, but not too crazy. Anywhere between about 120 and 400 TDS, you're fine. They like warm water, but not too hot. 74 up until about 80. I prefer about 76. They do fine. They're a peaceful, schooling fish with a ton of color. The females are a different color than the male. They have this beautiful kind of like pale metallic yellow with silver bellies. The male's brilliant, fiery red, orange, front saps all blue. It's like the most iconic. It's on my hat. That's how iconic this fish is, right? This is the rainbow fish.
Do they like flow?
They love flow, but they also don't mind no flow.
Oh, cool.
You can do sponges, you can do high flow. You've got ones that come from streams, that come from lakes. There's lots of little variations. Some of the stream-based ones only get about 3 inches, 3.5 inches. You can get the lake AMRs, which gets the biggest. Those things get all the way up to 5 inches. In general, you want a little bit more females than males. So if you do something like for every 2 males, you have 3 females. Beauty. They're a daily spawner. They spawn like crazy. They throw lots of little tiny eggs. And other than that, they're colorful. They love a planted tank. If you want plants and a colorful fish, and you have at least like a 40-gallon breeder lying around that you want to do this in, bosemani.
How about their lifespan?
Oh, that's great. Do you have a decade?
Nice.
Yep.
I would say average bosemani, easy 5 years.
Buy them and save money.
Or
How do you compare them against the killie?
against a killie. Well, killifish is a giant jerk. A bosemani is kind of a big, dumb, beautiful idiot.
And that's what we like.
But the difference being they're not going to kill your other fish. You can have them with white clouds. You can have tetras. You can have bigger fish. You can put them with blue acaras, plecos, corridoras, all of them. The only thing you have to keep in mind is they're very fast and they love to eat. And they will beg you for food constantly, like a cichlid would.
And they're
Except
nice.
They're not jerks.
I've seen swordtails with them.
Yeah, they don't pick on nothing.
Very cool.
They're
Okay.
the best.
Well, let's see what Rico, don't let Bentley down.
Don't mess this up.
Uh-oh.
They're my favorite fish.
Oh, he said it. He just said it was one of his favorite fish.
Those and the Denison barbs are my favorite. My Bosemanis in this tank, I've community bred them without trying to do anything. They are with CPDs and Harlequin rasboras.
Your
They,
cichlids suck.
Bamboo shrimp are in there with them. They leave them alone. They just they're beautiful to watch. I love feeding them because they dart so much. They're just darting constantly.
Yeah.
They're so active.
I gotta do a tank of them.
They're
all
navy
the-
blue and orange.
Rolling
You know
and
what
killing
else
me.
is navy blue and orange?
All 3 of these rainbows on my list are
That's
cool.
navy blue and orange.
Yeah.
So they're navy blue and orange. The males are. So pure class. 10.
So what are you giving it a score of?
10.
10. 10 for Rico.
One of the many things Mr. Pasco and myself have in common there.
Okay, I haven't given it a score yet. I think they're the kings of the rainbows. Oh man. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna say a 9.
That's acceptable.
Well, I've had angels and bred them, and I gave them a 9. So and I haven't had a bosemani. So it can't be. You know what? I'm going to give it an 8 because I've never even had one.
No, it should have come on my.
I think you've made a mistake. Clearly, because you haven't had it, you need it even more. So it's at least a 13.
Okay, now we get to find out what the crowd said. The wild card. Who was number? Oh, have they started voting yet?
Oh, probably like 2 hours ago.
Put your votes in now.
Start now.
Don't mess this
Oh.
up.
Okay, who was the third one? Oh, nope, the 7th one. Somebody's
there's
asking for the 7th person.
I'm starting with Matt because he's the one that was that hit right when you said start. So you went the which one?
The 7th one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be Rack again, and he gives that
Rack?
a solid 10.
Oh, Bird Garden coming in with a 10. So let's see here. 48 for the bosemani.
F yes.
That's crazy. Wow.
This is correct.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Ed. Good
That
to
was
see you.
awesome.
Good seeing you.
Okay, come on up here.
Everybody say rigged.
We've got
Rigged,
the
rigged.
amazing Kenny E.
Oh God, no. No, we already had Oscars up here.
You just leave my fish alone, mister.
There's one cichlid left in there.
What'd you give me?
I don't know. It's the same fish he got last time.
We got mollies.
Okay, take this one.
He's giving me this one. Oh, okay. Mbuna.
Mbuna.
These
Mbuna.
are. I've kept Mbuna a lot of years. I like Mbuna. However, are we doing this as far as terms of beginners, or what are we?
This is how you rate that fish in your brain.
5. Death, brother. They just bring total death.
They do, and that's why I was going to give them a low score. But they were one of my first, and I was very successful with gold. Or what about the yellow labs though?
I love yellow labs. I would rate
So,
the yellow.
you know
We're
what?
talking just yellow labs. I would say a 10. But
But they're all.
you're saying Mbuna, which are the species.
I'm going to give them a 6.
Yes.
Yep. We're going to go with a 6. Oh, where'd it go?
What up, Rico?
Shut up.
So 6, 5.
Did you hear me? Did you
Rico,
hear me,
what do
Kenny?
you?
I don't think Kenny can hear me because I told him to shut up and he didn't do anything.
I can't hear what he's saying. What's
yelling
your
over
score?
here. I'm yelling over here. Is that better? Can you hear me now?
It's we're like getting a bigger crowd.
Well, tell him to leave.
When he says a score,
You got somebody else there. Who is that?
I can't hear Rico at all.
I'm not saying
There's
anything.
like a lot more people just showed up.
Rico, give
can't
us
hear me.
sign language or something.
No.
Hey,
I don't feel qualified to vote on this one because I've never
Oh.
kept them. I don't know much about them. I think you should take 2 from the crowd.
2?
instead.
Well, I think you qualify because you still have an opinion.
I don't know enough about them to offer a qualified opinion on them.
Would you
I
like somebody
really-
else?
Let's just grab 2 people from the crowd instead.
hey, 2
Make
people
the
from the
point.
crowd. What would you rate a Mbuna?
This is for Rico.
Mbuna, what would you rate him? We got a 3.
We got a 3.
And I am annoying you. We got a 4. We're gonna go 4 for 3.
Average.
Yep. Bentley held up a single finger, and I won't repeat what he just did.
Oh, that's why he was holding up that one finger.
Yeah, he was holding up the one finger too.
Oh,
A single salute. Yeah.
better than this. I shouldn't have picked Mbunas. So
Hey, even avid African keepers aren't going to throw Mbuna in with their peacocks. I promise you.
James, James can resurrect the Mbunas.
James is going to hit him low,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, first let me ask, has anybody seen Mrs. Fever in the chat before I answer this question? If she's
Hold on,
here,
I can get her in my.
they're-
my
they're
hold
like
on,
a
I'm gonna get
solid
her. I'm gonna
eight. If
messenger.
she's
right
not here, we're gonna go with. We'll give him a 6. We'll
six?
give him a 6.
Well, I'll give them a 6 also.
no, well, there
Because
we go.
well, I think Yellow Labs bring up the score for everybody else.
Scuba Steve, you must have got here late. I have in fact kept Mbuna, and I rated them a 5, sir.
24 points. Cichlid Club is the first one to get all 3 fish in. So that's good. We're gonna find out who has the best club by their score of their fish.
Oh my God, this is rigged. Who's next? Who's in the hot seat?
I'm pretty sure this is all by ACA. Oh snap!
This is
I just
Danny
got shoved
Weshy.
into the hot seat. Holy
This is Danny Weshy from St. Louis, my hometown.
Yeah.
Well, my original hometown. I was born there.
I mean, we were all born somewhere.
Well, I lived there for half my life and half in Kansas City,
There you
and then the last few in Tennessee.
go. All right.
And I'm not regretting a minute of it.
Yeah, I mean, we can't call you St. Louis Ed. It doesn't have the same ring to it.
STL did?
STL Ed. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
ST Led.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's see what you got here.
Oh. What is this?
I hope it's not a killie because they're not doing so hot.
Turquoise.
Ooh,
Is it like a
the turquoise rainbow.
Oh, all right.
And
Okay.
the turquoise are pretty cool.
They are. When it comes to rainbows, they definitely have a very nice color for sure.
They get a little bit longer than the bosemani's,
Yep.
just slightly. But the crazy blue, they go really well with the bosemani.
Yeah.
But now will they intermingle? Ooh. Select Pack, you're up next.
I mean, when it really comes down to it, I've heard you just don't want to mix any rainbows together just to make sure you don't get any hybridization. Those rainbow people are crazy when it comes to hybridizing their fish. So
I do like them though. I really do. I love how, and I love their body shape. I'm going to pop this up again. It's like a football body shape. I mean, I think it's
personally, that's the body shape that I don't like about rainbows, though.
See,
But that's just me.
I used to hate it. Well, okay. So I'd never seen a rainbow in my life. And I go to the St. Louis, my first St. Louis meeting was like 30 years ago or something, or
Yeah.
20 years ago. And they're talking about rainbows. And I'm like, oh, who would want to go to New Guinea where there's headhunters and catch these when there's angelfish and other fish? I'd rather hear about quarry cats.
Yeah.
But that was my mistake. So, but I'm going to give them a good score. I'm going to give them a 7.
7? Okay. See, I'm definitely not a rainbow person, but just judging based off of the way everybody else would think about them too, I would give turquoise rainbows. I think a 7 is a good score too. Yeah.
Okay, I gave a bosemani an 8.
Okay, if you gave a bosemani an 8, then I'm gonna say a turquoise is a 6.
I am too.
Yeah.
Wait,
Because I mean, bosemani is the rainbow of all rainbows. Like, especially if you get the right one where it's like really prominent blue and orange. Oh, gorgeous fish.
totally agree. Let's hear what Rico has to say.
I'm going to give that an 8 because other than the colors, as far as demeanor goes, they're very close to the bosemani. And again, bosemani, one of my very favorite fish. So
What-
I'm going to give them an 8.
You know what? The turquoise might stay a little more more blue, more of the time than a bosemani. I'm going to give my bosemani or my turquoise a 7 again.
My
I like-
If you've given them plenty of live food,
Yeah,
they
you can't
really
change
bring
your
out more of
scores.
that greenish in the blue versus
You
just
can't
getting that
change
solid
scores.
blue.
What
I
are
just like how
changing
they got
scores?
color.
Yeah.
So
People
I'm
in the
giving them a
chat,
7. Okay,
tell
so
'em
what did Rico
can't
say?
change- You can't change your score. That's what I said.
Well, I've done it now 3 times to this one.
Once it's written down, dude, that's it. You're done. You're cheating now. This whole thing's gone.
Well, then I just scored it 776.
And I said an 8 for that one.
8. James, what would you rate a turquoise rainbow? Kevin, are you going to give a score for a turquoise rainbow? 1 through 10.
Get over here. Get over here, Kevin.
An 8.
I give them an 8.
Awesome. This is Kevin, and he's scoring them an 8. Awesome. And oh, whoops, that was actually James. And now we get to take one person from the crowd. Start.
Okay,
And are
wait,
we getting like over like 10 people or
Oh yeah,
3
tons of
people?
people, and they've been
Let's
voting
go.
for the last 2 hours probably.
You like
So,
the number 13? I like the
Joe
number
Coffee?
13.
Joe Coffee's the
Let's
first
go with the
one.
13th
13.
pick.
13th pick. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 would be our friend Melvin, and he gives them an 8.
All right, Mel.
Okay.
8. And I had an 8 there and I crossed it out because I put it in the wrong spot. So let's see. We've got 15, 21, 16.
Oh, and
37
Ed.
points.
Ed, I forgot to tell you, our buddy Rack gave you a super chat way back earlier, and I might have missed some
My
other ones.
gosh. I'm
But
so
Rack
sorry,
was the one
Rack.
I saw, so I apologize to people in the chat. I missed them. I know for a
Thank
fact.
you
that
so much,
gave you
Rack.
$5.
I'm so sorry. Everybody go check out the Bird Garden because he is amazing. And also check out Kevin. What's your official
Kevin's Canines and Aquatics.
Kevin's Canines and Aquatics? And you know what, Danny, did we put down your whole glass box hero?
Fishing fever, but not so much on this.
Okay. And also remember, Danny Weshy, glass box heroes. Awesome. Okay, now we're gonna pull up Select Pet. Thanks, Kev.
Yeah, thank you.
Select Pet is John. He's an amazing guy from Kentucky. So he's a hometown grown guy. He knows where every fish is. He's like a fish wrangler. He's awesome. And I've got some of his goodeids at home, and I love them. You're amazing. Let's see what you get. He comes all the way to Knoxville for our club meetings. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, whoops, wrong fish. No, not this fish. I pushed the wrong fish. Goodeids. Goodeids. It's hard to say that in a weird voice.
Yeah,
What are the odds?
yeah.
Oh,
I was
hold
hoping
on, you
for a
got
live
it.
beer, but to get a good day, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey Ed, you got a $5 super chat from Killer Kitty.
Oh, thank you, Killer. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Killer Kitty. Okay, so I love goodeids. They're like kind of like a guppy in slow motion because they take twice as long to have their babies, and they have a fraction of the babies. They have like 4 to 5 babies every 2 months, but the babies are so much bigger. I really like that. They can handle cooler temperatures. A lot of them are cares fish. Do you want to say what's a cares fish? John?
Cares fish is basically fish that are in need of more conservation. They're either extinct in the wild, endangered, or somewhere along that scale. And I think all but 3 species of the goodeids are on the cares list. So great fish to keep in the hobby to make sure we still keep some around.
At first, I was like, I don't know if I like these, but now I just love them. I
Yeah.
absolutely love them. One important thing with them is you want to not just know their name, but what river or lake, what or body of water.
Yeah, where they were collected, because some of them look identical, and not knowing where they come from, they could hybridize if you don't know that they came from San Marcos or Tamazula or whatever. Stick them together, and then you get a little bit of this and a little bit of that mixed together. Well, now they're not that species, really, they're hybrids, and you don't want to lose out all the species that they have and then just have hybrids left over.
Yeah, we lost a lot of their habitats to avocado farms and to pollution.
Invasive swordtails, tilapia, that type of stuff also.
Bummer. Okay, well, I've already got my opinion. So, Rico, what do you think of the goodeids?
I've never kept them again, so this is tough. I don't feel like I'm qualified on a lot of these fish, but I have been looking at them because they're on my short list. Sorry, I realize you can't hear me very well. They're on my short list, so I'm going to give them. I'm going to give them a 7. I'm going to give them a 7.
A 7?
Yes.
Awesome. Rico gives them a 7. What do you give a good day in?
Goodeids lucked out that I'm the one that's up here for this.
Yes.
Because, keeping multiple tanks and Goodeids don't need a heater in my fish room.
And look at the colors on these guys.
You can get variety of colors and fin shapes and sizes. So they're going to get a higher score from me than probably normally would from somebody. I'm going to do a 9 on them.
9? You know what? I am scaling down some of my. Oh, what's up?
What stopped them from being a 10 for you, John?
What stopped them from being a 10?
For me, I like breeding stuff too. And the fact with a lot of Goodeids that you'll get 3, 4, 5 fry in a drop.
Okay.
And that it takes 2 months for them to come through. And that being live bears with the specific way they live bear, they do their live bearing, a lot of the females are more sensitive that they can miscarry and that type of stuff also. So while they are a live bear and easy to breed, you risk some of that stuff. So if they popped out large numbers of fry like guppies, they would get a little bit better. But still a 9 to me is a high score.
That's fair. I think I'm going to score them a 9 also. I think they're totally fun. I think they're awesome, and you're actually feel like you're adding to the environment.
And for me, something else, another added part to it is you don't see them in most pet stores. So it's the challenge of finding them, going to a fish club, going to an event like this, and looking for that next Goodeid that is out there.
That's awesome. Well, let's see. Where'd James go? Oh, we lost James. Well, let's go with 2 people from the audience.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool?
And
So
people.
go, guys.
Start. Go. Hit it.
Got a number you want us to pick? What number would you like us to pick for the person that pops? Okay. We got the 4th person.
That would be Sandy Dowdy, and she says an 8. She says an 8.
8. And would you like to go with another number? Oh, 3.
3 would be, where is it? Zen Ginger, a 9.
Zen gives them a 9.
That was Zen?
Yeah.
Thanks, Zen. So we've got 15, 6, what did you get? 37.
They picked
7.
chat number 3 to give their for a Goodeid, which was Zen Ginger. She gave it a 9.
They got a 47. They almost got close to a bosemani. Rigged. No, they're awesome.
Goodeids are great. Oh, definitely.
They
Goodeids
are.
better than rainbows.
Oh, and now we've got Skipper coming up here. Thank you, John from Select Pet, guys. Go check him out.
Who's that guy sitting next? Who's that dude on the? Yeah, what's up, buddy, Rico?
Skipper. Skipper. Hey,
A
Skipper.
big guppy.
Skipper. Hey, Skipper.
What?
Ooh, Skipper
you.
got the famous clown killifish. Clown killifish.
I miss
A
you.
rocket killifish.
Or rocket killy. So, what do you think? Okay, let's see what notes I have on them.
I've had them before. I really like them,
Ooh, that's great that you came up.
but I don't have them anymore. So
Oh,
you know who we need for this? Who was that? Papa Shrimp has a bunch of them.
well, they're not
Yeah.
necessarily annuals,
No,
or they
No.
live 2 to 3 years, so that's not too bad. They get to about 1.25 inches long.
Yep.
And they like temps between 67 and 80, but they like
which one?
but they prefer cold waters. So I don't know
big
why I
common
said
cool
six.
waters, too.
I guess they prefer more in the 60s and the 80s. But that's all the notes that I have for these poor guys. Oh, they're a nano fish too. They're a little fish. So they can go in any size tank, which is kind of nice. They're one of the smallest fish on the list today. And that's all the good I have to say about these because I've never had them at all.
When I had them, they're very personal and they always stayed at the front of the tank.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
they was always up there. Love being up top too.
Awesome.
Always up. So make sure you have tight lids for them. They'll jump.
Oh, they're jumpers. Okay. That just dropped their score for me.
Yeah, they will jump if you don't have a tight lid. Yeah, they'll rock it right out of the tank.
What? Let's see what Rico has to say.
I'd give them an 8. They're definitely on my short list of killies to have.
Oh,
it was
they
those
are.
and the blue Galaris. Those are the two I wanted. So they are. I'm going to give them an 8.
An 8. Wow.
Hey, Skipper.
Okay. What?
Hi.
Hi, Rico. I got to meet Ed first.
And what do you say score?
I'm gonna go to 7.
7.
No, you got to meet me first.
And I'm going to say a 3 because I'm never going to ever have one. I'll look at it and say that's pretty. Sorry, guys.
A 3?
Okay, a 2.
What are you drinking over there?
I've got my cherry Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm going to give it a 3.
Why?
Hey, there's a killie on this list that I have had that I absolutely love. And it better get picked soon because killies are going to be hurting if it doesn't, because that's the only killie I like. I'll give it a 4. Okay, and then
Who's next?
we don't have James, so let's go with let's go, guys, and start putting in your numbers. And the 7th person is gonna go.
Okay, you heard him. Hit it. Seven, and again, it's our friend Melvin. He's giving him a 1 because I'm not
Who
a
said
fan
it?
of suicidal fish. Melvin with a 1.
Melvin, awesome. And what was Melvin's? A 1? Melvin said 1. Oh, Melvin, that's awesome.
What are you doing, Melvin?
Okay, and let's go with number 1. We'll go with the first person.
Select pet with 3. Select
Select
pet with
pet.
3.
Pick 3. Hey, he's here. So let's see. They've got 10, 18, 23. They are now officially the lowest scoring fish of the night for
Wow.
killies. Okay, you know what? Hey, Steph, would you like to do one? We haven't had a girl at.
Yep, Marie, you got them up now.
Oh my gosh, we've got
All
a
right,
mega celebrity coming up, guys.
Yes.
We have Stephanie, the nurse shark, and Maria Z. Oh, and she gives great back rubs. Awesome. So
Get used to it.
you'll be the guest and you'll be James's score.
All right.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
And so what we're doing is we're
what are we
rating this.
supposed to do?
We're rating this fish between 1 and 10 of your opinion just of this fish.
Okay. Wait, I'm not being James. Did
Well,
I pick it? James
Yep.
can be James.
pick a different one.
Maria.
Okay.
It's probably a
Wait,
jumper,
wait a
guys.
minute. Is somebody singing Maria? Rico, I love you. Can't wait to see you.
Are you ready?
Yup.
Okay.
What did we get? Oh, hey, I like those. Mollies. Mollies.
Oh, the commentary. That's hilarious.
Okay, guys. So last time I was mad that I didn't give the mollies a better score, so I'm going to give them a 10. And the only fish I'm looking for here is a molly. I'm looking for the Amazon molly because they're so awesome. They're a girl molly that can do it with any boy molly, and he doesn't get any of her DNA in her. So it just creates another girl.
Oh, that's
It is
interesting. I didn't know
super
that.
cool. They have to have a boy to fertilize them, but that's it. They're always going to be a Lady Gaga.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That is very cool. And
You-
why would Mother Nature be so
I learned
cool?
something.
So that's the only fish I'm looking for at this convention. So that's why did I say a 10?
You did.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Nice. Well, do you have an opinion on mollies?
Yeah.
And they're saltwater fish too. Brackish, salt, they do it all.
I give them a 3. Honest.
James,
I'm honest.
She's honest.
oh
I'm
man,
a pleco nerd. What can I say?
they eat algae.
And there's salt water too.
Yep.
I should give them a higher number.
Too late. It's roding down.
I stick with my number.
Let's see if Maria Z can pull them out.
I'm gonna give them a 7.
A
I
7.
love you to death, Ed, but I'm not giving them a 10.
That's all right.
7.
Yes, I'll tell you why. You can put them with the guppies and get muppies, which are
Okay.
pretty. They're funky, but they're gonna be sterile, so they're not gonna make a million more. As for a beginner fish, they're not that difficult, so beginners can absolutely get them, and they'll be relatively successful. But they can kind of be brats too, and I'm not,
I've had girls
I-
kill
I-
plenty of the boys.
When I growing up, I had the
See, I've
black
never kept
mollies, and
mollies.
they could be stinkers.
My first fish when I was 3
So
years
7.
old was a molly.
There you go.
My dad bought it for me and it lasted one night because he put tap water in the bowl.
My
Yeah.
first fish was an Oscar.
Oh wow.
I fell in love with an Oscar. My dad was like, "Yeah, you can have that, honey," because we didn't know anything about fish. He came from Manhattan. What did he know about fish?
Yeah.
And they talked us into a 10-gallon tank, and it was like the greatest thing in the world. So that Dempsey lived in a 10-gallon tank for about 7 years.
Jeez.
Yeah, I want to slap that guy now. But
Well, Rico gets a score. We forgot about Rico.
oh, Rico, we wish you were here.
Did
I'll
you
give him
hear
a
that?
7. 7. Can you hear me? 7.
Ooh, a 7. Just
7.
because Maria Z said it's 7.
She made some good points, but they're very versatile.
I
They're
can't
very
hear 'em.
hardy. They can,
It's really quiet. He's giving sign language. He says that he doesn't like the mollies because occasionally he eats them when he comes out of the house, but they get stuck in his throat.
Yeah.
Okay. And for the crowd, go guys. Joop, 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 joop. What's your favorite number between 1 and 20?
19.
19, what's your favorite?
7.
7 and 19 is 26. So number 13. We came up with the average of number 13.
Number 13 before.
6, 7, 8.
That's a good. That's a
They
good
get
number.
lucky.
You're gonna have to play the lottery.
13 would be Matthew.
Like a Brazilian.
13 would be Matthew with a 6.
Matthew with a 6. Oh,
Hi
well,
everybody. By the way, I can't.
better
see
than a
shit. I'm
3.
Blind and it's small.
So let's see. We've got
And I'm waving.
13, 20, 33 for my Molly. Thank you, ladies. You guys are amazing.
Love you, Ed.
Thank you
Wait a
so
minute.
Thank you. I got kissed. Okay, we got one more. Lefty coming up.
Oh, it was beautiful.
We have the amazing Lefty, and that's not Squirtle. No, it's the one that has the flower on his back. That's all I can do.
I thought Lefty,
Bulbasaur. Is that your nickname?
I thought Lefty was wearing half of a beer box. Like
He
from a
wants to
12
know
pack
what's
or
in your
something.
beer box.
Never mind. Never
Wait, he doesn't want to know what's in your beer box.
No.
I don't know what a beer box is. Is that like a
It's
wine box?
It's a box that beer comes in. Strangely enough, did you ever
It
see a
sounds
12
like you
pack of
just said,
beer?
strange enough, it's a box
just
that
heard
people make
box.
love in.
Maybe you should turn the volume up.
I'm so sorry, Rico. There's so many people talking. Well, oh, well, this will be
People
the
in chat,
last
you got my
of
back.
the fish of the night. So two clubs will be getting shafted.
Open it.
Yep.
Man.
Oh, I've been too.
Just pick which one you want. Oh, I wanted this one.
Swordtail.
Swordtail. Oh, whoops. I made this and I gotta make sure that we Swordtails. Swordtails. Awesome. So Swordtails, I'm glad came up, but I wanted this fish. So we'll let the audience vote to see if the last fish can go. So, okay, what do you know about swordtails?
They have tails.
Yes, they're a live bear.
Yes, they're live bear.
They're kind of large. I've had swordtails my whole life, and I've bred them in a 10-gallon. But I now have them on 120, and I find that they go crazy having babies in the flow. Who would know? But let's see if I have any notes on swordtails. I probably said I know enough about swordtails. I don't have to talk about them. Swordtails, they have babies every 28 days, like a guppy, but they can have up to 100 fry. I had no idea.
I thought
50 to 100 fry. They must eat them all because I get like 10 to 12, I think, out of every drop. So I bet they're either dying or getting named. Does anybody know? I don't know. Nobody knows. But isn't that bizarre? Okay, so I am giving the swordtail. It's definitely not a molly. And so I'm okay, we're gonna go with I'm getting numbers suggested to me. What number are you gonna go with?
I mean, I like swordtails more than mollies, so I'm gonna say 9.
A 9. You're the guest. The lefty. Lefty 3, 2, 1, 3A. Well, I noticed it's a lot like my debit card number. And so it's easy to remember. It's crazy. Okay. I'm gonna give it a score of an 8. You don't think I should give it an 8, Rico? You think I should give it a 9? Okay, it's an 8. Because people are pushing 9 on me. And yeah, you know what? I like the swordtails better than my mollies in my tank right now. But I think my mollies have a disease or something. They're getting cancer. Yeah. They're getting an 8. Still not getting a 9 out of me. Because I still like, but my wild mollies I absolutely love. Okay, so James is here. Do you want to weigh in on the swordtails? James is thinking. He's like the thinker. Oh,
Man.
James is giving them a 7. Rico, it's up to you. Oh, wait, you said a 5.
Oh.
Okay, now it's up to the crowd.
Okay, guys, go ahead and start. Throw it in there. And which one do we want, Ed? Which choice? What number?
You hear what he's saying?
No.
What?
A 9, a 9, a 4, a 9.
Okay. Now.
Which one? The first one?
14.
The fifth one?
14.
14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if my Uncle Bruce is out there, hi, Uncle Bruce. You're an amazing guy, and I love you.
14 is GRB Aquatics with 9.
Whoa,
GRB with 9.
Oh, I almost put that in the bosemani spot. 15, 24, 29, 38 for the swordtail. Okay. You guys have time for one more or not? Do you guys want me to see if Bruiser will come up?
Yes.
You think Bruiser would come up?
You can ask him.
Bruiser, can I bug you? Would you
Get
like
up
to
here.
come up and do a fish?
Come on.
Tell him he can say hi to me.
Everybody's saying do it.
He'll say hi to me.
Oh, this is an amazing fish. Would you like to
How you
join us?
doing, everybody? Hey, Rico, what's up, man?
This
Good to
is
see you,
your
Bruiser.
fish. You like this fish?
Yeah, I really like to fish, but have never had the opportunity to keep it yet.
Okay, let's see. Where did it go?
And I don't have my
The
readers, I can't see
flagfish.
nothing.
Florida flagfish. I love the Florida flagfish. They're a killie. They're the only killie I like.
You don't like the bluefin killie?
Never had one. I've
We've-
never had any
We
other
had them for a
killie.
short period, but they're native to the United States too,
Oh, that's cool. Well,
and out of Florida.
that's cool. Well, I like these guys because they're American flagfish or Florida flagfish. So I like American-made things.
Yeah.
So that's going to give them a score. They are super workers. They eat algae like crazy. They eat hair algae. They eat every type of algae. I don't know about blackbeard algae. Does anybody know? Do they eat blackbeard algae?
I've never kept them, so I don't know.
Oh, that's right. They are so pretty. Here, I'll pop it again for you. Whoops, that's a good day. And that's not necessarily the best. I mean, the boys really turn red. They're
I need to rate the fish on what I think of it, what I've read about them, what I know about them. I love the fish. I'm gonna go with a 10 with it, even though I'm not kept it, but I'm going to in the future. I gotta give it a 10.
there is one huge negative. They are huge fin nippers. So they don't mess with each other too bad, except that there's like an alpha male that kind of hangs out at the top and he'll beat down other males that try to come up.
Tank onlys, if I keep them, that's what I'm gonna keep them in. I don't want them in a community tank.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were such fin nippers. And I put a betta in there because I thought a big white pretty betta with all these, would be really nice contrast. And they destroyed him. They took all of his fins off. The next day he was nothing but a body.
What's your rate on it?
So bad. I'm gonna give him a 9.
Fin nipper?
I'm gonna give him a 9 because
Nice.
I love the fish. I really do.
Have
And
you kept them? Oh, that's right. You kept them. What am I asking?
yeah, I've kept a bunch of them. So
Quit
wait,
laughing at me.
wait, what's John from Select Pet saying? They ate a betta though. No, that's terrible. I'm sorry, betta people. All right, I'll give him an 8 because that was very sad.
I gotta give it a 10. Sorry.
Okay. Thanks, Bruiser. I appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
You're awesome. Oh, Rico says bye.
Later, Rico.
Okay, Rico, let's hear what you got.
I'm going to give them a 5. A 5.
5?
I was going to go with 7, but they've got Florida right in the name.
What? You don't? Okay. I couldn't hear it. Well, I got one fish left. You know what? You're right. Both of you guys come up on the next one. You both are going to come up. We got one more fish after this one. And we're going to give them a heads up. It is I can't think of, or it's a rainbow fish is coming up next. Okay. So Rico, let's go with 2.
Okay, go ahead, people. Throw those numbers in there. Second one. We're looking for the second one, which is Joe Stanley. Joe Stan with an 8.
Joe Stan
With an
got an 8. You know, I'm putting my ear up to the microphone trying to hear you better.
I see that.
And we're going to ask across the table to James, what do you give the killifish? Or it's a the rainbow American flag fish. James is thinking. This might take a while, guys. He says, even though they're, he gives them a 9 because he loves how well they do cleaning algae. And it's actually what he said. They are, man. So did you guys hear that? They do a pit or a spawn mop when they breed. It's really cool because when they breed, they kind of look like dog fighters, like airplanes, how they go. They're kind of neat. You just got to take my word on it. But but okay, guys, we've got Misfit and Jenny Lynn. I keep thinking I want to keep calling you degenerate. I'm so sorry.
I know it's more.
And
Can you sit down if you like?
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that works too.
Awesome. Jenny Lynn and Misfit. Awesome, guys. And let's see. Can we yeah, Lefty, turn that just a hair. Awesome. Great. Okay, guys. This is the last fish of the night. This is for I never added the last score.
Praycocks.
Precocks. Okay. Do you guys know what a precot is? Whoa, I gotta show you.
I know my different name.
They're the dwarf.
The precots or dwarf shiner, dwarf neon. Also, oh, you guys, did I say killifish? I meant rainbow fish. Precots. Okay. Oh, praycocks. I don't know. I haven't had any rainbows, but this is a great beginner one.
Yeah,
they're kind of smaller.
Yeah.
And I wrote some notes down in case if you guys. Well, I guess no. I wish I would have had Bentley's notes. They're also known as the neon dwarf. I called them the dwarf neon. They like being in groups of 6 or more. They're a smaller guy. They're cheap compared to a lot of other rainbows. So that's kind of nice. Well, you know what?
For the most part.
In the business, we don't like to say cheap. They're affordable. And they like hard water. So that's good. I mean, hard water is easier. Oh, and one of my favorite things about this fish is you can tell the boys and the girls really easy because the girls have like a little bit of yellow on their fin. Let's see if the photo shows. Oh, these are both boys. But you see how their fins are red on their tails and their that's a boy and the girls are yellow. Okay. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of like NASCARs or something with different colors.
Easy to tell them apart a little bit.
Let's see. And they live 5 to 10 years. Long lived. And that's all the notes that I wrote on them today.
Some good notes.
Well,
easy.
You guys, I just shut my folder and that's where we are keeping our scores. So this is the final score for the Rainbow Club. What club are you here with?
Live bears.
Live Bears? What club?
Cichlid.
Cichlid. I'm actually here with the Cichlids, but I'm a Live Bear guy.
Having everything kind of.
It was just too hard to get my tickets from the LAL or LAL. Even I got them last year. It was much easier. Okay. Nevertheless, so since Rico probably knows the most about these, do you have any opinion?
I don't know the most about them. I am a little familiar. I wanted to get some. I'm going to give them a 7.
7.
I like the larger rainbow fish, but these guys are beautiful and they do well in my water, so that's always a plus too. So I'm going to give them a 7.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
and they're a nice community fish too.
Yep.
Rainbows are just pretty nice fish.
Yeah. You can actually hear me now.
Did
Somebody leave.
So
I give them an 8. I think I
an 8.
They did hear me. Now they can't hear me.
Miss Bitch
Jenny,
says
Jenny,
Jenny,
Jenny.
8.
an 8. Ooh. And you know what? I think that they might be a better beginner fish than a bosemani because they're a little more affordable. They're a little smaller and a little tougher. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going to say it. So I'm going to give them an 8. No,
Okay.
I'm not, because I gave a bosemani an 8. I'm giving them a 7.
No, you're supposed to go higher.
You're supposed to go higher. You said they were better
be
than the
easier.
bosemani.
I'm not a rainbow guy.
Yeah, but you
The
said they
only
were
rainbows
better
I
than the
had jumped out of the
bosemani.
tank and my cat ate every one of them.
Well,
No, they weren't.
Roland says 9.
Uh-uh. What?
Roland says 9.
Okay. We have
Chewy.
You know what?
Or Ed, I'm sorry.
You're
Ed.
going to score for me. I'm going to
Can
give a
you-
9.
Ed. Hey, Ed, can you hear me, Ed? Edward. Ed, can you hear me? Chewy said he's sending an email to Bob for you to watch.
Okay, cool. Bob Kaler?
I don't know. He'll tell
Probably
us. in a
Bob
second.
Kaler. Well,
Probably.
I'm going to be out of town for the next 2 weeks, Chewy, but I will talk to Bob sometime when I get back for sure. Or I'll text him. Awesome. And then ask Chewy, how old was he when he got his first fish?
Well, you just did. You just asked him, so we're good there. Jenny.
Did he say 13? Chewy is
Still
thinking
waiting.
right
Still
now.
waiting.
We all should take a moment to think about all of our brethren from Canada as Chewy is thinking, because they brought us hockey, maple syrup, and they get to have Asian arowanas, which isn't fair.
Chewy said 7. He was 7.
He was 7. Okay, you guys go, and the 7th person is the number we're going with. We're going to see
Melvin is
how
the
we do
first.
here.
1, 2,
7.
3,
Well,
4,
the 7th person
5,
down
6,
gets to pick. Oh, I got you.
7. 7 is Fish Dreams, and she
So we're
gives
getting
them a
10.
10.
Fishy Dreams picked a 10?
Yes.
Whoa, Fishy Dreams. You would think that you would have given the Florida Flagfish a higher score. Maybe she did. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. We got 19, 16, 19 and 16 is 30. 19 and 16, I think 38. And then 7 more is 44, 45. Uh-oh. Now, okay, guys. So the number 1 fish of the day is the bosemani. The number 1 got a 48 for the bosemani. You're saying no, you were the one that gave me a 9 to give to the rainbows. Okay, we got rainbow people upset over here, guys. Watch out. Oh, the flagfish we never get. Did we get a crowd score for the flagfish? Oh, yeah, we got a 10 from the flag. We're missing somebody from the flagfish. Oh, I never wrote down James's score. 9? Okay, 17. And 18 is 20. No, 30. I wonder if I've been screwing up some of the scores on this thing. 36.
Can you hear me? Hello?
41.
Brennan, can you hear me?
So,
Anybody on the panel, can you hear me?
Wes, we can hear you.
I have a very important question.
He has a very important question.
Did Jenny bring any of her homemade stuff?
We were wondering if you brought any of your homemade stuff. She nodded yes.
Okay.
Is it delicious? Jason, did you eat some homemade stuff?
You bastard.
Okay, we're going to have to ask the degenerate to come up here. Come on up here so that. Did This is wait, it's not degenerate, it's depths unknown.
That's unknown.
Depths unknown. Who needs a couple more subs to hit 1,000?
What we brought.
A few. But
Well, if we got 3 people that could hit it, it'd be awesome. But you got to eat some of Jenny Lynn's something.
I don't know.
What?
There's definitely drinking going.
Oh, she it's drinks you make. What is it?
Well, it shines at night. Yes, I agree. I give it an 8. No, I
Okay.
give it a 9. It was
Jenny
tastes like
Lynn
apple pie.
scores her homemade stuff a 9.
It tastes like apple pie.
And it tastes like apple pie. Oh, they got apple pucker and
I had
Hairball?
none of it.
oh man,
It's
and
homemade.
You ever heard of hot apple pie, the drink?
Yeah.
Caramel.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I think
okay.
you need to
Actually, I
salt
think
it
I'm
and stuff.
I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of applesauce.
Don't make it.
Well, guys, let's stop talking about alcohol because this is a fish show. You guys want to talk to the crowd while I add?
Sure.
So tell us about your channel.
Well, channel's name is Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics. I keep a lot of fish and reptiles. I own an aquarium maintenance setup and acquisitions business, and I kind of share the information that I've learned from that and my personal experience throughout the hobby over the years with everyone, as many people as I can. That's just about the base of it.
What's your favorite reptile?
Iguanas and reticulated pythons.
Wow. Jenny, let's hear about you.
My name's Jenny Lynn. I have a few videos, but I'm mostly in chat. We keep.
But that's awesome.
And she's a grandmother.
What's your favorite fish?
Take me some fish.
Oh, sunfish? I love them too. Do you keep them in more than like one in a tank?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's awesome. And Jason, let's hear about you. Can you guys hear Jason from there?
Jason, Depths Unknown. I have a YouTube channel. Check it out. I also have a live stream I do every Sunday, 9 a.m. Except not this Sunday because I'm here. But every other one, check it out.
How's your cave tank doing?
How's my what?
Your cave tank.
It's actually doing really well. I went to the Rusty Wessel fish tour, and I believe those are blind cave tetras he had too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Were they big?
huge.
See, I ended up going small with my cave tank, and so now I can't do cave fish because they're going to get too big for it. It's only a 17.5 gallon tank.
Okay, it's kind of small. Yeah, yeah, I got video of it, so I'll show it to you after this. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. Tell us what your next project is.
I have a 125 that was a pre-drilled tank for a reef, I think. So I'm trying to turn that into a freshwater something with a sump. I just picked up some geophagus, but they're real little. I think that might go in there someday. Bala sharks.
Nice.
That's the next project.
Well, are you guys ready for the reveal of who the #1 club is here? We're going to start from the bottom with 92 points. It's the Killies. Are there any people here with the Killies?
No.
No Killies here. That's why they get a 92. Okay. Number 3 is the cichlids. 104 for the cichlids. That's the Oscar. The Mbuna.
Manu.
And the Angels. And I want you guys to remember who gave the African cichlids the super low score was Kenny. He gave him only a 6. Yeah, killed it. Okay. The second best club in the show is ALA with 118. And the #1 fish club here is the Rainbows. Anybody here with the Rainbows?
No, but I support them.
Where'd that one guy go? They kept yelling at me about it. Oh,
Right
well.
here, Ed.
Well, I'm not. Actually, it might be the nicest thing I ever said to him, so maybe I will. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. Rico, you're amazing. I'm sorry I couldn't hear you much.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. But thank you for being great with the crowd and helping us out so much. Mods, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Oh, I should be looking up here. I'm looking at Rico. I've been staring at you the whole time, but I'm going to stare this way. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. You make it fun. You know, it makes the whole club thing fun and everything. Oh, this is George. He sets up fish clubs up and down the West Coast. 3G? No, 3
George RB3.
RB3. George RB3.
Brand new YouTuber.
Super nice to have you here.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm glad to be here. Well, even though I'm late, but I was here.
It's all good. I just got to shut it down real quick. So I want to thank also my super chatters. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Members, I put a new video up yesterday of the cats annoying me for a video. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Booty Boys tomorrow at 10:30. Bye, guys.